Yo, what's up, guys? Here we are again. 8 o'clock Arizona time, coming to you live for Momentum number 136. Still making it happen, guys. I know we're not as early as we used to be. Still not early enough to make our seller calls, so we're comping some more damn properties tonight. Get deals to us in every day, and guess what? We bought another deal today. And we got 2 contracts out for direct to seller. So a deal a day keeps the broke away. Who agrees with that? Do you guys agree? A deal a day keeps the broke away. How can you set up your business to get a deal a day? So today was crazy, man. Today was supposed to be a day where I was like, okay, I definitely have some free time to do this earlier and get some important tasks done. But there's been this thing going on within the team. So guys, if you don't know, we talk about virtual assistants all the time. Our entire real estate business is built around VAs, right? So the VAs basically run the entire thing. So there's been this riff in the team. There's been this tension in the team for probably longer than what it should have been. Months and months of just tension. They're working together, but you just feel it, right? Such and such as, different departments isolating themselves. And guys, you saw, if you were at the mastermind or you know anything that I ever talk about, I talk about culture. You guys, you heard me say that before, right? Culture, culture, culture. Here's what we do. Here's our affirmations. Here's these things. It's not always going to be beautiful, right? But the thing is, we lay a foundation, and then sometimes we have misunderstandings. And that's what I was telling the team, right? Do we always see eye to eye with our brothers or sisters or dads or moms or uncles and aunts? Do we always see eye to eye with them? Do we always agree? Do we always agree with what they believe in and, what they think? Reality is no. Pretty oftentimes not, actually. So don't we also think that it's likely to flip that coin? I always think it's also likely for us to have some misunderstandings, and there may be times where we don't agree with each other within the team. That happens, right? So ultimately what I want you guys to take away from this is you have to have tough conversations. You have to be able to bring it up in a setting that is beneficial for everyone, right? It's constructive. We can all learn without attacking each other, right? We can all learn and be like, hey, this is how I'm feeling, right? And we can validate our feelings with each other, and then we can work towards a resolution. So today was that day. Today was the day we're celebrating 4 virtual assistants on our team going a complete year. They've been with us for a year. So every time someone reaches their year mark and 2-year marks and every one of those century marks, we do a celebration. So we had 4 VAs today reach their 1-year mark this month. So we're celebrating that. And I thought it'd be a perfect time to squash side conversations. Because guys, look, when you silo departments in your business, meaning that they're ostracizing themselves, there's no collaboration happening, and it slowly kills your business. We can have good culture. We can all be rah-rah. And if we don't address the elephants in the room, and if we all come together and we're like, oh yeah, well, I don't really believe this, but it is what it is, right? If we don't address those little things, we don't come forward and talk about it, it's impossible for us to grow as a team, number one. But number two, we also lose respect for our peers. We lose respect for the people within our team, right? This is huge, guys. This is a big leadership lesson. I want you guys to take away from this as you start building teams. It doesn't matter if they're VAs or not. But if there's these little side conversations happening, you lose respect for your not just your superior, but your fellow teammate, right? You lose trust as well. You feel like, well, can I trust this person? They say they're going to do something. Who else in their life has had someone say, I'm going to do something. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to help you. I got your back. I support you. And then when the time comes for the support, or some time comes where they're supposed to have your back, they're nowhere to be found. Who else has had that? Who else has ever had that happen to them? Right? Or maybe it was us doing it to someone else. But ultimately, what happens when that scenario comes to pass is you lose a little bit of trust for that person. You lose a little bit of respect. But you're like, you know what? They're family, they're friends. It was just this one time, right? This just happened this one time. I still want to believe in them. And then it happens again. And then it happens again. Then it happens again. So eventually you get to the point where it's like, dude, I can't trust this person. I completely don't respect this person. So I just don't want to be around them. And like I told my team today, I'm like, for any meaningful relationship in your life, what happens when you don't communicate something? Right? These side conversations are toxic for the business. It's like it slowly crumples the business. It slowly bleeds it out. It's not a quick thing. It's like a smoldering fire until all we're left with is ashes. Right? But when these things happen, in scenarios in our life where we're not discussing and we don't have open communication. So I told him, like, for your significant other, your boyfriend, girlfriend, or, your husband or your wife, when you guys don't talk about things in the open and feel like you can't voice your opinion, what slowly happens? Loss of respect, resentment. They don't really care about me. And then it goes on, and then it goes on, and then it goes on until you finally get to a breaking point, and then you end the whole thing and you break up or you get divorced and, oh my gosh, this didn't work out. Never saw this coming. Really? It was all the little things along the way. So it is our responsibility as business owners and leaders for our company to see these things. So today, this is a long explanation for what I did today, but I spent 4.5 hours with my team on a Zoom talking about what is going on, how we can create better clarity within the team, which will enable better leadership and better collaboration between our departments. So there's not side conversations, because what happens is you have leadership, right? I have a leadership over here in this department. I have leadership in there in this department, in this department. And then you have the folks that they lead. And then they're like the kids when their parents are getting divorced, or, I can say this because my parents got divorced, but it's like a weird dynamic where it's like, well, I got to pick one side or the other, right? Who's right here? Is it mom or is it dad? Whose side should I be on? And then it creates this big division in what you're trying to build. You're trying to build anything of significance, like, it ruins the whole thing, right? You can't grow. You get log jammed. There's no way up until it's addressed in an open forum. And 9 times out of 10, or I can almost say almost 10 times out of 10, it's a miscommunication somewhere along the way that just festers to the point where you get past the point of no return and people say things they probably shouldn't say. So today, I didn't want to get to that point. Maybe that would happen in 3, 4, 5, 6 months. But I didn't want to get to that point. So today we spent 4.5 hours in a Zoom hashing it out. And I said, your guys' issues, your guys' challenges with each other's miscommunications, I don't know. But wouldn't now be a good time to address it? Wouldn't now be a good time to have that tough conversation? And we did. We had people crying. We had people laughing. And after it's all said and done, you guys should see the chat. Everybody's stoked. Everybody's happy to be working with each other. Right? They're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for today. I feel like we can breathe now. So sometimes this stuff happens in the businesses and organizations that you guys build. Sometimes you got to do this. Sometimes you got to air it out. And then I think it's also a point of, like, we talk about culture, we talk about caring for each other. This is the ultimate version of that. If you truly care about your team, you truly care about the people you lead, intuitively you should know as a leader, there's some things we need to talk about. Okay? So it doesn't matter if they're VAs, American team, whatever. Communication is always, always, always key, right? Because lack of clarity, lack of leadership leads to way too much pressure. No pressure, there's no leads, there's no deals. We have nothing. So guys, I want you to know that it's not all X's and O's. It's not all tools. It's not all data. It's the people that work in your organization. And It's not just training and building them up. It's not just giving them resources. It is doing what you intuitively know as a leader is important when you care about another human being, right? And understanding how we all communicate. We all come from different experiences. So without just wanted to get into that before we started comping a little bit. Yes, guys, if you didn't get the comping sheet so far, if you haven't gotten the cheat sheet, please reach out. Email me, mattbeard@startvirtual.com, or send me a DM, MatthewBeard_ on Instagram. Ultimately, yo, what's up, Randy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Ty, good to see you, brother. Ultimately, guys, just want to empower you to understand, like, I never thought this was the case. I thought that was just like, do these things, put these people in place, have the right people in the right seats, the business is going to win. I didn't realize that leadership was so invaluable, like how important it is. Lack of leadership, lack of culture, it's the reason why companies don't win. So I'm learning as this thing goes on, like just how important it is to meet and understand and being able to communicate. The great communicators of this world is going to win. So the better you can hone in on your communication. This is not natural for me, right? Just learning and being able to openly communicate, not that natural for me. This was something that I had to practice. I had to watch and I had to see people, how they did it. Now, how can I throw my own thing on it? But ultimately it come over time, right? So I want you guys to understand the same as you start leading teams. I know a lot of you guys are going to start virtual, and I'm so grateful and I'm so excited for you for your journey of getting VAs rocking and rolling. It's going to help you grow your business. I say it with conviction because I believe in it, because I do it every single day. And I hope you guys see that, just completely authentic with you, that VAs is literally what I do. And it is how we built these businesses. So I know it can work for you too. And I hope beyond anything, when we do these lives, you guys get some skills, you guys get some things that you can take away. It's like, all right, I'm gonna implement that. You don't have to go reinvent the wheel, but of course, throw your own sauce on it. Being your own leader, throw your own thing, do your own, I want to encourage that for sure, but don't feel like you're in this alone. We're all in this together, man. So today was a great day. After 4.5 hours, I feel like as a team, we can start fresh, and I'm just so freaking excited about that. And then I don't know if you guys know this about me. Before we head into comping, I like shoes a lot. So I got in a pair of shoes that I order. I've been on a waiting list for these for a really long time. So these are dope. These are like 2016 Alpha Edge 4Ds. Not that easy to find. So these came in the mail today, which I am super excited about. So all in all, today was a pretty good day. Can't complain. Who's ready to comp some properties, though? It's already getting a little late. It's already 8:30 out here. Who's want to comp? Let's do it. So, again, we bought some more deals. Guys, you're seeing what's happening. I hope you start to see that these deals are being sent our way. It's coming from all over the places. JV opportunities, as well as MLS deals. So, hopefully, you guys are not sleeping on MLS deals. I'm going to comp some. I'm going to pull them up. We're going to look at them together. Now, understand that you got to be pretty quick to the trigger on some of these because everyone sees them. But we actually take these down and fix and flip. So what I feel like would be very important for you guys as you see and watch how we comp these properties and what we're looking for as far as numbers are concerned, I hope you go out and find yourself a flip partner. Find someone that if you lock up the deal, you bring it to someone and say, hey, let's split the proceeds. Find someone that's willing to do that because it helps you pay more for the property because you wouldn't be able to do it wholesale. Like half these deals that are like being sent to you on a JV or like, hey, I'll buy your deals. I'll buy your deals. So many people will send you deals that are super tight if you're trying to re-wholesale and daisy chain. But if you have yourself an awesome flip partner, guys, this is a hack. Like, this is huge. This is a great partnership you should have. Find someone that you can partner on the flip with so you don't make a little bit on the wholesale. You make much more on the flip. Okay? You're sourcing a great opportunity. You already did the acquisition. You already got the contract. Go find you somebody with the money that's going to flip the property, split the proceeds. That's a pretty good deal. And you can pay more than what all these other wholesalers are paying. Every wholesaler sees a property on like the MLS or somewhere everybody's seeing, they're not going to be able to pay near as much as what you can pay if you can flip it. Does everybody see what I'm saying here? Who's going to go find themselves a flip partner? Let's go. Ty, you know what's up. Bring us a deal, bro. We'll flip it together. All right. Let's look at these. Again, the cheat sheet can be emailed to you if you DM me on Instagram or if you send me an email. Let's look at it. Okay. Here we go. And Randy, real quick, before I hop over different screens. Being in Sacramento, I won't say there are no MLS deals, but this market is so crazy and frustrating. I promise you, Arizona is probably equal. Or if it's not equal, it is very close. So I can promise you there are deals to be got. Sometimes we got to be resourceful and we got to get a little nifty with it too. So let's look at these together. Let me know how I can help. That's what I'm here for. Okay, so this was sent to us. This was one that we actually bought. I just want to make sure our price is good here. So again, we use two different platforms. In Arizona, I actually have access to tax records, but maybe we'll look at that together too. So I can pull the tax records on Propstream because Propstream is what I use nationwide. But when I'm in Arizona, sometimes I use my cheat tax records too. So 389,000, 3 bed, 3 bath. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here. It's active. I wonder if that's really the bed bath count. Dang, these prices are kind of crazy. Let's check it out. Okay, so again, guys, what I like to do, I don't know why it's not doing it, but let's do this. Hopefully it'll zoom in for us. Give me that neighborhood background. It's not going to do it. That's okay. I'll just zoom in manually. So 389.9. Ours is a 3 bed, 3 bath, 1,900 square feet. 1,900 square feet. How big is our lot? Our lot is pretty small. 6,600. 1918. 1918. Let's scroll in. What is this one here? This is a 2-2. Recently remodeled. Okay. Actually looks kind of nice. Active on the market. We got a 440. 2-1. This one looks really nice. Much smaller than our subject though. A lot of these houses down in Phoenix have like these detached areas. Like these are awesome for Airbnbs. 2-1 with the detached. Ours didn't have that, does it? Let's double check. No, I don't see anything. Cool. Okay, so 3-3, almost 2,000 square feet. Let's see if we can draw something out here. This looks to be a main road. 32nd Street is a main road. Let's try to stay in this little square. Zoom in. Okay. These are all the stuff that are active. All of them are much smaller than our subject. This is a 5-2. 439. Again, across the main street. See if I can find something that's sold here in the last 90 days. And then we'll hop over to Propstream. Okay, so we have a 3-2. This was a flip. 3-2. No pull, but it does have this guy. Let's see. Okay. 3-2. Island. Da, 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 da. So this one had sold for $535. Again, I don't want anything with a casita because ours does not have a casita, would not be comparable. Okay, this is a 3-2. This is a great comp. So ours is a 3-3. Make a small $10,000 adjustment. So it takes us to 430. Just sold in May, so not that long ago. I like this comp a lot. So, but this one does have a pool. So another 10,000, so it kind of offsets that. Okay, so that's a good one at 420. Where is this guy? So the 420 is in the same block here. I wonder if there's anything, even if I have to cross across the street, I wonder if there's anything that sold more recent. Like this one here, obviously this is a brand new construction, so I'm not going to use that guy. Let's see. What has sold in the last like 30 days? Things are going crazy around here. All right, so we have a 375. This looks to be one that someone would want to flip. Doesn't look great. This one sold for 375. Okay. Not bad. Being that it's also 300 square feet smaller. Let's see. We have 3-1. Sold for 340. 2-1. That's got to be wrong. Here's a 3-3 that sold at 425. Yikes. What is this? What kind of property is this? Huh. Okay. 4-4 across the street sold for 600 with a pool. With a big detached area. See, I can't even use these with the detached. So yeah, I feel pretty good about the one that sold at 420. Looked to be that it was renovated. So basically, I feel roughly like 2 months could probably be market value on our property could probably be in the neighborhood of 440 if done right. This is us right here. Can't even see see if we can get a better street view of this property. Let's see. I mean, it's not terrible. You're gonna want this to be a garage for sure. The roof looks good. Air conditioner looks good. But assuming I don't even see the interior, 2,000 square feet. Let's just assume the worst. You're probably gonna spend about 60 grand on this project. 65 grand to get it ready to sell for 420. So let's do 50 times 20. So let's do the math here. 420,000 times 0.9. Sorry, I said 440. 440,000 times 0.96. Cool. So we're left with 422,400. 422,400. We're going to need to do about 60,000. Let's just call it 65 just in case. Who knows? 65,000 in repairs. We do need to pay Laura for the listing. And then we have the holding cost on roughly 355,000. So let's just call it 355,000. What would be our holding cost on this money? This is probably about a 2.5 month project. So assume we pay this at least 3, let's call it 4 times, assuming the worst. It's 13,000. So 355 minus 13,000. So this is where we need to be to make $0. And we know we want to make at least 30 grand on this. So our buy price on this property is about 305. So let me get with the team, make sure we did not buy it any higher than 305. I'll check with you guys tomorrow. But do you guys see how I came up with that price? Does that make sense, everybody? Yes, maybe so. 305 is our MAO for this particular property. Asking 390, it's way overpriced. It's almost retail, actually. 305. Just because it's listed does not mean doesn't mean that's the price we're going to pay. So 305 is our buy price. Right? 305 to 312. Again, assuming the worst, assuming we only make $30,000 on this project, which we take on a flip in this price point, we would like to make a little bit more, but let's just say 30. Still a moneymaker. 25, still a moneymaker. But we'd like to buy this property for about 305 to 310. Okay. So again, this takes into account about 65 grand in renovations. This takes into account about 4 months worth of hard money payments. This takes into account real estate fees and commissions, closing cost, and for our listing agent, and for us to make $30,000. Means we need to be about 305, 310. So if you're a wholesaler, you need to buy this deal for like 290, right? And I'm assuming 60 to 65 grand because this is going to be a higher end sale and the house is old and it's almost 2,000 square feet. So with a house of this age, we assume like we've been caught too many times. We've been caught way too many times with having to do the plumbing, all the additional work that comes with getting a home of that age. So that's what we're looking at. So yes, at this particular price point, we're making a little bit less than 10%. If we want to make 30 grand and we have, this much money into it, it's a little bit less than 10%. So that's within reason, right? If we're flipping a home to 200,000, we'd like to make 20. 300,000, we'd like to make 30. 400,000, maybe 35. 500,000, 45, 50, 600. Price kind of goes up. We'd like to make more money, right? As the risk gets bigger, we need to be able to make some more money. So we need that deal to be a little bit deeper. So that is that particular lead. Let's look at another one. Let's see. Arizona. Who in here is marketing in Arizona? If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, who's marketing in Arizona? Let's look at this next one. No data. All right, so this deal was sent to us. I got to check the team, see where we bought it at. But we're active as a 3-1, active at 260. Awesome. This is in Canto, which is a really nice area. So being not so far away from Encanto, this is a great deal. I mean, a great lead. Wouldn't say the price is a great deal yet until we look at it, right? So we get a dirt lot. Let's look at these photos together. Some solar panels. Hopefully they take those with them or they're already paid off and they convey. Either way, solar panels are not really that great, especially if they're leased. It can turn into a big headache. So these are pretty small bedrooms. You might almost be better off to have this just as a 2-1 to open it up a little bit, unless you can find somewhere to add a additional bathroom. Air conditioner looks good and the roof looks good. So we're looking at 260, 3-bed, 1-bath, 1384. Okay, let's do this. All right. Love it. Dude, this property's been on the market for 74 days. Yikes. Maybe they overpriced it? Maybe. All right, so let's check it out. Dang, it was originally listed for 240. Well, that's a great way to get your listing to never sell, is relist it for 70,000 more. But probably happened was they probably got an offer and they probably went under contract. Yeah. They probably got an offer, they probably went under contract, and then for whatever reason, that buyer, aka wholesaler, realized they had the property for way too much. Probably got into a bidding war, wholesaler contracted for 270, and like, oh my gosh, this is way too much. And no one was able to take it, and now the listing agent believes that's what it's worth. So let's check this out. Single families, Propstream. Propstream's dope. Look at this. So I can pull the closest ones here. So I'll unselect everything and I'll just select the ones that are the closest. 1, 2, and 3, it looks like. Is that 3? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. Let's check these out. So this one is a 2-2. And this is probably a 3-2. They're all really old. Much older. They're like 30 years older than our subject. Where's number 4 at on the map? Not in here. Cool. So this is all sold in the last year. Okay, maybe let's go out a mile, see what we can find. So number 5 is active on the market for 270. Wait. Yeah, 270. 3-1. We have a 2-1 down here. It's just too far away. Let's check to see what we have on the map on Zillow too. Because otherwise we'd look at these, and this is a 2-2. Super old. Looks cool, but just old. Inside's nice. Just not a similar style. Not the same style home. Like you're gonna run into that. Like this is a historical district. So in Phoenix, run into historical homes, you get some funky stuff. Like look at this. All right, let's see what we have on Zillow too. So this is 3-1. Ours is in the same little neighborhood here. So they're asking 270. Look at that tile. Wow. Okay, so this one's 310. Whoops. Did not mean to click advertise. Let's check back in on this again. So see if it'll pull me up. Where am I at on my cross streets? Okay. Three, 2. Looks like they did painted the block. Oh, much bigger than ours with the pool. Wouldn't want to use that guy. Let's go back to sold. What is sold recently? Ooh. Okay. This one sold for 400. Pretty basic. Like, look how old the stove is. Maybe they converted like an Arizona room in the back to more square footage. Oh, it's got a nice shop. Wow. Okay. So this one's definitely renovated, flipped. 4-2. We're a 3-1 with a kind of unfunctional floor plan. So that's not really a comp, but I like to see what the top end is going for. So this one sold at $330 with a little exterior garage. Okay. You got to be careful in these older neighborhoods, man. I'm glad I'm doing these live. Like, never looked at these before. As in, like, I did not comp these ahead of time. Okay. 3.2, 1,600 square feet. I feel like our best comps are down here, the 290 and 330, even though it's like, it's just, they're just so much, they're so different than ours. They're older than ours. And then we have this, the same neighborhood is a 4.2 that is much bigger. 4.2, 1460. It's not much bigger. I guess it's only 80 square feet bigger, but does have that additional bathroom. I wonder. So guys, there's this trick that I personally use in Phoenix, and maybe you guys will like this. But I go to the assessor's website. So if you're in, you know, whatever market you're in, definitely having access to the assessor's website. It's important. So I can pull up, or at least try to pull up, property information whenever it wants to work with me on this stuff. Let's see. Just try this. Okay, here we go. 30. This is our property here. Cool. So normally in Phoenix, they have building sketches. Ooh, we do. Okay, cool. Let's see. So this was a garage at one point. Let's fit this to the window. So this is where all the additional square footage came in. So we just want to make this more functional. I wonder if this back area is like a laundry room. And then if it is, maybe we can convert. Ooh. We might be able to turn this into a 3.2 and turn this into a bathroom. We just did this on one of our flips. We had a 3.1 that was kind of unfunctional, where it was like this area, like you can see this is probably a carport. It made it to a bedroom. Well, same property we had. We left that as a bedroom. We converted the laundry room to a bathroom, made us a 3.2, and it bumped us up in price. Like, obviously we need to clean this up and make it look way better. Like paint. Like this roof pitch is kind of interesting, but you'd want to clean this sucker up. Obviously, be great if we can knock out the wall between the this goes into the bedroom, so you probably can't. Is this wall between here and the living room? I just feel like it just needs to be opened up a little bit. These are small bedrooms. Obviously new floors, paint, new bathrooms, like new tub, shower, vanity. So something this size, we'll probably spend about 4. Let's do the math. So 1384. Let's just say we spend about $25 a square foot. So that's conservative. 35 grand. Doesn't look like we have any high ticket items that would need to be fixed. I don't know. That hot water heater does look a little sketchy, but that's not that bad. Yeah, I would. We may have to get us a new hot water heater, and like the way that's sitting on those bricks or blocks is, I would not say up to code. So, and maybe some electrical and some stuff, and then of course like running a new bathroom and plumbing could get expensive. So let's just add another 10 grand on top of whatever that calculation was. So let's just say we spend 45 grand here. Where do we need to buy this property if we spend 45 grand on it? So if we're able to convert this to a 3.2, that 4.2 comp's not that far off. That 4.2 comp was, what was the price on that one again? 400. So that one's around 400. As a 4.2, it's about 80 square feet bigger. We'll probably say top end value for ours is probably around 370. Okay. 370, 375. It's a guesstimation without having to get out a separate calculator for you guys. So let's just say we'll just take the 370 number. Okay. Let's multiply that by 0.96. minus the 45,000 we need in repairs. But before we do that, let's subtract. So 355, 200. Subtract Laura's listing fee. Okay, so this is after commissions. We need, I don't know, roughly 45,000. Okay, holding costs on this money here. So let's just say holding costs on about 10 times 0.11 divided by 12. This is probably going to be 3 months, 3 times this payment to get everything turned around and resold. It's about $8,500. So $8,500 minus 45,000 minus 8,500. So we're left with about 301. And then the amount we want to make on this deal, let's just build in another 30 grand. 270. That's probably why they bid that much. So we love to get this listing. We love to probably buy this one. Before I think we commit to the price, I have to check to see the team what we actually contracted it for. Hopefully it's less than 270. But I'd love to get in and see if we can functionally make the floor plan work. Because sometimes, guys, it's not the same. Just because a property has a square footage there that you can make it work, if it's completely unfunctional, defeats the purpose, right? If the floor plan is not functional, defeats the purpose. We can't do anything with it. So just want to double check that we can make that happen. So, guys, these are deals that are being sent to us while I'm on a 4.5-hour Zoom with the team, making sure that our culture is good, our people are good, our people are taken care of. So it's important to build on these bolt-on parts of your business. You should have people sending you deals. You should have realtors sending you deals. You should have other wholesalers sending you deals. You should have JV opportunities coming in. Not all be direct to seller. Again, direct to seller is the model you can scale. You can build the direct to seller up to whatever you want it to look like. But ultimately, it's an awesome bonus to be able to have folks send you deals that you have no marketing spend on. So if you have a flip partner, you got someone that can fund the deal and do the renovations and run the crew. All you have to do is bring the deal to the table. There is a massive amount of opportunities for those that are willing to hustle. And if you guys are watching this at 9 o'clock at night, got a good feeling you guys are willing to hustle. So, guys, hopefully you got some value from today's video. We're going to continue to comp these deals as they come in. We continue to buy them, as well as any leads that come in from our VAs. The challenge that I have with comping every lead that comes in, if I comp them before we contract it, in the past, I've had a couple people reach out to the lead before we even got the chance to contract it, which is like some shady stuff. Like, why would someone do that? Like, we just want to come on here and try to help and like provide some sort of value instead of just the ones that we contract. I would love to just show you guys everything that we have coming in, comp leads as they come in, which I think would be a tremendous value. But challenge is we've just been burned a couple times in the past. We're like, dude, we can't do that live, I guess. But ultimately, I still hope you guys get value from looking at these properties, what we're looking at, where we're buying. So if you have deals out here in Arizona, you see what we buy stuff for, you see the money we want to make, we're willing to take on the project. We have plenty of teams. So send us your deals or let's work together, man. If you want to partner on the flip, let's partner on the flip. Let's make it happen. But guys, if you got value from this today, please head over to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. I've been talking about like having your direct to seller model going. I know a lot of you guys watch our 0 to Hero challenge. Dude, I get DMs literally every day. I could probably read 3 of them right now on my Instagram where people are like, oh my gosh, I got my first contract. Oh my gosh, I got my first contract. Oh my gosh, it's literally, it's the best feeling in the entire world. And I know when we release these recordings, it is going to change the game for so many people. If you haven't got on the waiting list yet, go to 0toherorei.com. Join that waiting list. It'll be released August 16th. We're releasing it to the first 100 people because we're going to have an exclusive text community to help answer questions to those folks. So the first 100 people, and we're going to be doing it 100 at a time. It's going to be super cool. So we've been live for 45 minutes. Hopefully you guys got some value. Head over YouTube. Dude, we're doing some awesome things. I love it. I think we're at like 372 subscribers. I love and appreciate every single one of you guys. We're going to continue to go live. This is number 136. And again, guys, I hope y'all have a great night. Hopefully I can come to you guys live earlier tomorrow. But either way, I appreciate you as always coming and hanging out. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.